Look at this, another 5-pounder. You stole my fish again? How was my fish?
Grab them like that.
And the thief strikes again. Thief.
How many times did I get a boil and say cash there?
Thief strikes again.
Yeah, look at that.
God, what a quality. You know what? I cannot believe the quality of fish that are in the French River.
Unbelievable.
Another one?
Yeah, he came for it too, and I just jiggled it.
Big one? Too big one, bud?
Oh, it's a big bass, bud.
Oh!
Look at the size of this guy.
Are you kidding me or what? Get out.
Look at the size. I thought that.
Oh my goodness. Buddy, look at this fish. Oh, you popped that.
But I'm telling you, I saw the weight coming. I jiggled it. Let me see this. Let me see this thing.
Not a chance. Oh my goodness, bud.
Do you realize we've gotten probably, that's over a 5. That's over a 5.
Okay, you know what we're gonna do?
We're gonna weigh that thing.
Yeah,
too.
we're gonna weigh it.
We've had probably 10 of these already. We're just starting.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, you know what? When we come to a place like this and you run into a guy like Art who knows the water like the back of his hand, he's pinpointing rocks in the middle of the lake.
Oh, what a horse. There she goes.
See you later, buddy. Oh,
Nice
that
job.
fish, it came barreling out of there.
Did it?
So I just jiggled it for a second, set the hook, bang.
Oh.
Beautiful.
It's time for Motor Guide Tackle Box.
Okay, folks, let's take a minute of the action. I'm going to introduce you to a good friend of mine. This is Art Barefoot. He put us on the fish big time, buddy. I want you to explain a little bit about the French River. You were telling me about the bait fish. How do they work?
Well, they don't usually come up till the sun hits the water in the morning. Early morning fishing here because there's no fishing pressure, you know, to speak of.
Yeah.
Not a lot of boat traffic. There's nothing that makes the fish nocturnal. So generally there's not much activity till there's enough light on the water that the bait fish come up and start to move around and all the predators follow them.
Well, I'll tell you, that's good for me because I like sleeping in when I'm here.
Yeah.
We are on them big time. We caught fish right in the reeds, and I'll tell you what we're using. We're using the R-type rod, a medium heavy. We've got a 5/0 Gamakatsu, and unfortunately, we're out of bait. We were using the tube, the Trigger X tube, and just working it like the bait fish, as Art was saying, on the surface. So in the middle of the day, we were throwing them right by the reeds and we were catching a lot of big fish. Also, the Terminator jig, that's where I got my 2 big fish on. You can't go wrong with that, along with the Trigger X trailer. These 2 baits, if you bring this stuff up to the French River, I'm telling you what, you're gonna get into big fish, whether you want walleye, whether you want bass, whether you want muskie. Get up here, give it a try. There's no fishing pressure. You'll just love it. Now let's get back to that fantastic Fish TV action. Bass too. Horse.
Nice bass.
Oh yeah.
Smallmouth. That's funny.
Oh, nice smallie.
Do you realize we've caught smallmouth,
Look at this.
largemouth, pike, all in the same structure?
Oh, nice. Nice smallmouth. I cannot believe the fishery here in the French. Every fish we've got, look at how fat they are.
Oh, they're eating.
They're post-spawn, and they're eating. That's a nice quality smallmouth right there. Smallmouth, largemouth, pike, muskie, walleye.
Do you notice something? Art said, cast over here where you'll get some smallmouth.
Yeah,
Thanks, Art.
yeah. Art is the man. Look at the miles and miles of reeds we've got here. They seem to be out and close to deep water. There's got to be deep water close by, which right out here is like 45, 50 feet. Well, and we got 2 different methods going. We don't swim in one, a Trigger X tube that a pike just grabbed right there.
Get out of here.
And I'm throwing a jig back into the back and the thicker stuff. They both seem to be working. Sometimes the tube really turns on for a while, on the edge when the fish really are aggressive and they want to move out to the edge back here. And sometimes the jig works really well when they're back in there just sitting down laying. And you just got to get it and swim it, try to swim it through this stuff. And a good key thing to do is flare out this weed guard and just cover that hook more. It flares the weed out so when you're fishing this thicker stuff, you can get it through there. And I'm just tossing it way in the back there, letting it sit, go to the bottom, and just shake it. And actually trying to call the fish over to the bait. And if I don't get a hit in the first few minutes, I just reel it back up nice and slow, kind of shake my way through it, and then go to the next spot. Look for a little hole back in there, and throw it in and let it sit, and just shake it a couple times.
You'd be amazed how little water a 5 or 6 pound bass needs. Look at the little pike. Look at him coming in.
100 miles an hour. That's a largie, buddy. See how fast he was swimming, bud?
He's going 100 miles an hour.
Holy!
Man, they swim fast.
Oh, unbelievable. Look at that thing. Did you see that?
Oh, you got another pike?
Oh, yeah.
I like it when you catch a pike, and you catch a bass right after that.
Portions of Fish TV are sponsored in part by Toyota Truck, Never Quit, and Coffee Time, where coffee time is anytime.